So here's the thing. This is why it's really hard. I have to go back and really, really watch that third quarter because the numbers don't lend. Now, the stat that doesn't lie is they were 0 of 3 on third downs.
Yep.
But they did have 19 plays ran. 19 plays in a quarter is a good chunk.
Yeah. For you're not a tempo team, that's a good number.
That's a good number.
Yeah, especially not just are you not a tempo team, you're probably pretty actively trying to salt the game away at that point. So to get to 19 plays, you would generally be pretty happy with it.
Colorado only ran 7 plays, though.
Right.
So is that fool's gold, right? I keep saying fool's gold. So Colorado only ran 7 plays. That's on pace. You can do that math. 7 times 4 is 28.
That's not very many plays.
It's not very many plays during the course of a game. Will you see that again?
Maybe not just 7, but I think this kind of goes to Sam's point earlier in the show, where when your defense is that good.
No, I take that back. It wasn't 7. They ran 12 plays.
But still, that's only 48 for the game.
Yeah, they ran.
Which
12.
is for a team that's trying to run tempo, 48 plays is. I mean, you got to get to at least 60 to feel decent, right?
Yeah, that is. It's got to be the 0 for 3 on third down.
It does,
because on its head,
everything else looks great.
It looks great,
minus the no points.
The yards per carry was good.
Yep.
The completion percentage was good.
7 for 10. Yeah. Everything else seems like it should. Like, I think it's closer to being points than it is to being fool's gold.
So Nebraska's 13 of 25 on the year, I think, in third down conversions. They were 10 of 13 against UTEP,
9
right?
of 13, 10 of 13.
Well,
somewhere in that neighborhood.
I'm glad you asked because I have it statistically. So on third downs against UTEP, Nebraska was 11 of 17.
Must have been 9 of 13 after the
Okay,
third.
so 11 of 17 plus 3 of 12 is 14 of 29. That's not bad. You're right at what, 48%?
Yeah. I mean,
on third down conversions, but the bulk of them
came against
UTEP. So they'll have to buoy that.
Yeah, but if you can, I mean, obviously, if you can stay at that number, you're great. If you can stay, north of 38
on third down conversions? Yeah, 38 like to be a little 42? Better. Like that's high.
Okay.
I know we're talking degrees of percent, but that's like 2 more series a game.
I know, but so I mean, so you want to be a little higher than 38, so like right at 40?
Yeah.
Like
or better. I'd say 44% is like operating at a really, 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 really high level.
So if they can get to 40, you feel okay.
Yeah.
Which is doable.
Especially when you're not turning the ball over.
Yes.
Knock on wood.
So far, so good on that. Yeah, I think it's a lot. I think that quarter is a lot closer to being points than it is to being fool's gold. But speaking of fool's gold, let's get to bet on it.
I'm going to go back and watch that third quarter.
Brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook. I've watched it a couple times now after live.
And I know Michael's mad at Sat, or he doesn't really like Sat. And I get it. And I know I come across as a defender, but these numbers lead me to believe it's better than I think we think it is.
I mean, just look at the chunk plays that were generated that got called back.
Yeah.
Like those are in a lot. Or look at
Dylan's averaging 7 yards per completion in that quarter. And they ran the ball 9 times for 51 yards.
Which is north of 5 a carry.
So what was going on?
Didn't convert on third down and had some penalties. That's it.
Yeah, 3 for 28 too.
Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing.
So am I mad about the play calling?
No.
I don't think so.
And look at the stuff that got schemed open. Okay? The Jalen Lloyd route that we talked about in the first half that should have been a touchdown, right? Whether it was a little overthrown, whether Lloyd should have caught it, whatever, right? That's schemed up as a touchdown, and they got what they wanted.
Now,
right?
To Lance's point, but he may have said this to me privately. I don't think he loved the dink and dunk.
Right. But
so, because Ramir did have 5 targets, 4 catches, but for only 18 yards.
In that quarter?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying for the game he had more than
receiving
18, for sure. Yeah, I mean
Barney had the 2 for 1. And then Bork had the 1 for 25.
I think we're gonna have to get over it. I think we're gonna have to get over not liking the dink and dunk.
I do like the intermediate passing game because
I want to get to that. We can get to the next segment, but real quick, nationally, who's the team you think is fool's gold? I know you brought up Oklahoma. I know we kind of think.
I don't know if I think they're fool's gold.
I know we don't totally trust Cristobal with Miami, even though they've looked pretty good.
Who would I give as candidates? Penn State, Oklahoma. You know who I think is a little bit of fool's gold?
Who?
Maybe Louisville.
Ooh.
Even though I like them at the beginning of the year. But of those guys, I'm going to go with Oklahoma being fool's gold.
I'm going Oregon.
That's ballsy.
I'm going Oregon's fool's gold.
That would be pretty gutsy.
That's Bet On It.
You want to bet on it?
I do. Well, that's bet On It, brought to you by Warhorse Sportsbook. Make sure you get out to the Sportsbook in Lincoln tonight. It's their Monday night tailgate drawings. You can win tickets to the Kansas City Chiefs. You can win Yeti coolers, free slot play, lots of stuff. Get to warhorsecasino.com for details.